Oh, my besties, they're so cute. I love them so much. I cannot even.
I'm probably like already famous. I'm also winging this. I have no script. I'm too lazy for a script.
Masha Allah. Oh my gosh, I'm so cringy. Ugh, it hurts. Okay. Anyways, guys, I'm so excited for this video. Can you tell I'm excited? I hope you guys are excited as much as I'm excited because literally this is the most exciting video ever. I can't even. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening right now. Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to episode 3 of Deen Diaries. Alhamdulillah, I was able to finally get my best friends Hiba and Nifa to be in this video. You guys might as well title this video Aruba and her best friends Hiba and Nifa simping on each other for literally 15 to 20 minutes straight. That's literally what this video is, okay? Like, my friends are literally the most amazing, awesomest, nicest, kindest, sweetest, most beautiful, smartest, loyal, caring friends in the whole wide universe, okay? Not an exaggeration, not even a little bit. Guys, just a disclaimer, this video is going to be 3 times more cringier than my usual videos are. Me and Hibef are literally like the same person, and you know, we have that cheesy, cringy kind of sense of humor. Some of you might like it, some of you might not, think it's weird or something, but it's okay. I love them for it, they love me for it, and that's all that matters, okay? So in this video, me, Hiba, and Ifa will be sharing our hijab stories, you know, basically why we started hijab, what inspired us and encouraged us, any challenges we might have faced, and any advice that we might be able to give you. And hopefully by the end of this video, it inspires you to start hijab if you don't already, or, you know, it helps you with the struggles that you might be going through and can relate to. I'm so grateful that they were able to, you know, give me that time and that efforts, you know, to do this with me. I know it's out of their comfort zones, but honestly, I'm so blessed to have them as my friends, my bestest friends, alhamdulillah. So jazakallah khairan. I love you guys so much. So just a bit of background information. Me, Hiba, and Ifa have been friends for literally forever, okay? We've known each other since we were babies, and coincidentally, we started it in the order of our age. So Hiba's the oldest, she started hijab first, then I did, and then Ifa, who's the youngest. We always give advice to each other, suggestions, you know, keep us on the right track, keep us away from all harm and the bad things. We fell in love with Islam together, and you know, we just helped each other become amazing people. So alhamdulillah. Okay, can we take a moment and just say mashallah to this relationship, because I don't need you guys to put nazar on our friendship. No, but honestly, him and Ifa are the greatest blessings of my entire life. Like, honestly, I don't know what kind of person I would be without them. So alhamdulillah, I'm so grateful and so blessed to have them in my life. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get started.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Hiba and I'm Arub's best friend in the whole wide world. Alaikum everyone. My name is Ifa and I am Arub's bestest friend since childhood. I remember when we were very little, Arub and Ifa, they would talk about like their wedding day, and then they would be like, oh, we're gonna wear hijab on our wedding day, and we're gonna have sparkles and whatever, like clips and whatever else on their hijabs and everything, and I'm there in the middle like not wanting to put in my input because I didn't want them to think I was a bad Muslim, because I didn't want to wear hijab on my wedding day. As I grew up and I learned more about Islam and I fell more in love with Islam, that mindset was literally like just gone. On my 16th birthday, I thought about starting hijab. And so I took a whole week to think about it, like thoroughly think about it. I thought about every scenario: if it's hot, if it rains, if I go swimming, what if I go to a party and everyone has their hair down, or if someone insults me. I asked my parents for their advice, I asked my sister, and everyone was very optimistic, and they thought, like, they told me that it's my decision and that they would support me. And so I started after that.
I started hijab right after finishing high school. I felt like at that point my iman was strong enough to be able to start hijab and continue it, because in my perspective, once you start, you shouldn't stop. Technically, you're supposed to start when you hit puberty, but at that age, I knew that my heart was not in the right place, so I decided to delay it a little bit.
I started practicing first, so I wore it on and off. I wouldn't wear it constantly every single day because I just wanted to get the feel of it. Alhamdulillah, that experience was really good, and that actually really motivated me to actually starting hijab. And I didn't have any negative experiences other than being really hot. It gets hot in Florida. I am going to include 2 stories though, because I'm going to include them because I felt like they were sort of like tests, because they happened within like the first week when I started wearing hijab. One of them was, I was in line, we were shopping, and there was a lady in front of me, and she turns around, she's like, oh my god, you're so pretty. And I'm just like, thank you. And I'm very naive, so I didn't know what was coming next. And so she's like, oh, but you look much better with it off. And I'm just like, that's why I wear it. And she just continued on to try to convince me to take it off, like any scenario. She's just like, oh, what if you get married and your husband sees your hair and then you divorce him? He already saw your hair. Or the guy that's walking right there, he's never going to see you again. And I'm just like trying to convince her, like telling her why I wear hijab and why modesty is important to me and all this and that. But like, she wasn't listening. She just wanted me to take it off. And then she left. And then the lady behind me, she tapped my shoulder and she's like, sweetheart, you're beautiful. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. I fully support you and everything. And I that was very nice. That made me realize that there's always going to be some people who are against you. And then there's going to be other people who are open-minded and they will support you. And you also have to be ready to answer questions. Like, at that time, I'm not sure how good of an answer I probably gave her or not, but like, that caused me to make sure I know how to articulate my answer so I can tell other people and not just babble on about it, I suppose.
Like, I was the only Muslim girl in my high school, and when I was young, like, I wanted to, you know, blend in with everyone. I didn't want any attention, and I knew the moment that I started wearing hijab, I started getting all these questions. Everyone would start noticing me and asking me things about Islam, and I was not confident enough to be able to do that. So that's why I did not start.
I was a little afraid to start hijab because I heard about stories, I heard about cases like harassment and insults about people. Once you just start, Allah SWT gives you the strength to continue it on. Like, if you put a little bit effort in, Allah SWT will continue to do the rest. He will put the effort, He'll put the strength in your heart to keep going. Just put your trust in Allah SWT, and I promise you, He will make it easy for you. The other scenario was that I was also shopping again. Oh my god, I shop a lot. No wonder my money goes bye-bye. So then there was this little girl, probably around 6, 7. But when she looked at me, her eyes went like, oh my god, like she was like completely frightened of me. And I didn't understand why, because I love children. I absolutely adore children. I hear a child crying, my heart breaks. Having her see me like that, and actually like she got teary or something, I don't know. And it really broke my heart that a little child is scared of me. And I actually sat down. There was a couch over there, so I sat down and I started crying. I actually started crying that, oh, this little kid's scared of me. And my sister comforted me and everything, but alhamdulillah, that didn't sway me at all. And even though that taught me, like, even though I don't need to wear hijab in front of little children, I actually prefer to. Because when they grow up and they look back, I want them to remember me as a Muslim. I want them to think back, like, oh, that lady who played with me on the playground, or that lady who asked my mom if I could buy them ice cream, or that lady who made silly faces at me, or something. She was a Muslim. And she wasn't something to be afraid of.
When I was in 10th or 11th grade, I had this really big urge to start wearing hijab. One of the reasons is because Hiba started around that time, and of course, you know, when your best friend starts something, it makes you want to do that same thing. So she was definitely a big influence, but I ended up talking myself out of it, and honestly, like, the reasons I am pretty embarrassed about and kind of ashamed of it. But you know, I want to be completely 100% honest with you guys because you might be able to relate to some of these feelings. The first main reason is because there are a bunch of weddings that year, and I wanted to, you know, show my hair and all my jewelry and stuff, and I wanted to be, you know, beautiful and stuff like that. So I decided to delay it until the weddings were over. When I grew older, I realized that hijab doesn't necessarily conceal someone's beauty. It actually emphasizes it in a more pure, modest way. I honestly, like, it's even more beautiful to me, modesty and humility, but I don't know, that's just me.
There is more to her than just her appearance. It's about being heard before being seen. And it's about that appearance is not above other characteristics. And it's not that, oh, we're Muslims are not instructed to look well. Like, we are instructed to look nice and presentable and everything. It's not that we don't want to look nice. But the thing is that I feel like true beauty is in modesty. And modesty reflects the beauty of the soul. It's about revealing your dignity. And it's much more than just a piece of cloth. It's a lifestyle. It's how you act with other people, how you talk, how you walk, how you carry yourself. Hijab is not just a piece of cloth on your head. It sets standards for both men and women about being humble and being respectful towards one another. And, like, I know they say that, oh, like, men should lower their gaze, and that was instructed before women were given hijab. But just as he is instructed to lower his gaze, and that's his sin, you are responsible for what you give him to gaze at, and that's your sin. Honestly, hijab is really nothing new. Any dignified, respected woman, they would have a head covering piece where they would cover their hairs, but they would only just toss it behind their shoulders. And we were instructed as Muslims to draw that head covering over our necks and chests, so it's not really much of a new thing. Yeah, so basically I just wanted Allah to be pleased with me, and I want him to like look down on me and tell his angels, you see that little human right there? I love her. So you should love her too. Girl, let me tell you, you can still be fashionable and presentable with hijab. Like, girl, like there's different styles of hijabs. There's different clips for hijab. Oh my god, I have like so many clips. At weddings, I wear these like crown type of thing. They dangle like this. It's so pretty. Like, alhamdulillah, like one time me and Ruben and Hibba all matched, and it was amazing. Yes. So yes, girl, you can. After practicing, I got a pixie cut, so my hair was like all the way down here, and I chopped it all off. Just, it was all gone, so I wanted to show that off. So like a year passed with that. It was really cute. That's one of the reasons I kind of delayed it too, enjoying my hair, you know. Like during that practicing phase, it was on and off. I didn't really feel into it. I was still young, and I wasn't like ready to start hijab. I'm allergic to dust, and I get eczema on my head, and that is one of the reasons I kind of delayed it as well, and one of the reasons I got a pixie cut, because I kept itching, and it got to the point that I got really bloody, and I would get flakes and everything, and I had to take care of it, and I was afraid that if I wore hijab, I would start itching all over because of the fabric and heat. So I was kind of afraid about that too, but alhamdulillah, I was able to take care of my scalp, and I finally told myself that I can't let this condition stop me from doing something to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
And then the second main reason was because I kind of thought about it, and I figured that, well, 10th, 11th grade is like middle of high school, so I would be seeing these same people for like 2 more years. Everyone knows me, everyone knows how I look like, so it wouldn't make sense for me to show up to school with a headscarf when everyone knows how my hair looks. So I decided to delay it until right after graduation. When I start university, no one would know me, I wouldn't know anyone, they would just see me as a hijabi. So that's why I decided to wait. And at that point, my iman was strong enough, and I was confident in my identity and my religion. I, understood, the values of why Allah commanded what He ordained upon us, and it made a lot of sense to me at that point. So when I got into university, I did get some questions like from my classmates, but it was out of genuine curiosity. And I realized that hijab is one of the greatest forms of dawah, because when people see this, it incites and it encourages conversation, that eliminates misconceptions and ignorance about our faith. And I got so much positive feedback, like, wow, that's so cool, or so interesting, or that makes a lot of sense and stuff. So it really did encourage me, and it put even more confidence in me, and made my love for Islam grow.
I noticed people really don't know about Islam. We need to educate people. We need to openly talk. And people really don't know. What they see on television is all they see, and that we Muslims should show what Islam truly is through our characters and through how we deal with other people. I also believe that environment is a big deal too, because my mom wears hijab and all her friends wear hijab. So growing up with them all being like hijabis, it's like influential. They were like my role models, so that was a big point. Since I was 16, I was already dressing modestly. I was wearing looser clothing, longer clothing. I was wearing a scarf around my neck, but I wanted to do more.
You're seeing Arub and Hiba both starting hijab before me. I was really encouraged by them too. Seeing them, they looked beautiful, they were amazing, and they were very confident as well, and that really gave me the confidence to start. Like anytime we would have a get together, I would just see Arub and Hiba with their hijabs, and I would just in the corner with my hair like.
I met a bunch of hijabis at my university, so it was really nice seeing girls my age going through what I was going through at the same time. We were kind of like, going through it together and stuff, like a support system. It seems like it shouldn't make a big difference, but it actually relieved a bunch but it actually relieved a lot of my stress and insecurity about it. At some points I even forgot I had a hijab on. I just got used to it so much, and it really made me happy that I could relate to people. And it was my first time ever having like other Muslims with me in a school, so that was a really nice experience, alhamdulillah.
The university that I went to was very diverse. Everyone was very nice, and a bunch of people already wore hijab, so I didn't have any trouble fitting in wearing hijab. So all my fears went away, all my concerns went away when I started. No one looked at me weird. Everyone was very friendly. Everyone was really nice and supportive. Alhamdulillah, I feel pure. I feel happy. I feel strong and confident as a Muslim that I'm wearing a hijab and I'm not caring about what anybody says about it.
My hijab is my shield. It's my honor. It's my humility. And it's my sign of my obedience to my Lord, my Creator. I feel like hijab made me a better person. And it has also made me really confident. Ever since I've been wearing hijab, I feel more confident. I feel more like myself, and I'm able to show my bubbly personality. I also believe that it helped with my iman. It made it rise higher because wearing hijab is like you are an active ambassador of Islam. You are regardless if you're Muslim, but like wearing hijab, people immediately recognize you Muslim because you're wearing hijab. It's harder for women because it's like a complete target on our heads. So that made me actively aware of how I talk to people, how I deal with people, and I feel like that actually played a role in making me a better person.
If you were to ask me, would you wish to have started sooner, I would honestly say no, because my heart was not in that state. It was not ready yet. It was not mature yet. If I started back then, I probably would have taken it off. But of course, I wish I had this level of iman back then. If I did, I would have definitely started sooner.
My story isn't like those type of stories where I had to like fight against everyone who was against me wearing hijab. Alhamdulillah, my hijab journey was very easy. Those girls who are living in environments that are negative, both extremes are wrong. Being forced to wear hijab and being forced not to wear hijab. Any advice to girls that are hesitant? Don't worry. You can practice. Practice like I did. I practiced like a year or two just to get the feel of it, just to get slowly in, just start slow. When you're ready, then you start, you fully start. Inshallah, everything's gonna be okay.
In the end of the day, regardless of anything, Allah instructed us to wear hijab. And one day we're going to return to Him. And you don't know when. So why risk it? You're beautiful. You're a gem. You're a diamond. You're a pearl. And you're precious. And you can do this. Just try. Even if it's a little bit. Allah looks at effort. As long as you're trying to be better, that's fine. Just make little steps and Allah will see that you're striving towards Him, and He'll make it easy for you, inshallah.
It doesn't matter whether you are born into Islam or not. You have to discover and fall in love with the religion yourself. It is a personal journey. Some have a faster pace than others. Of course, the sooner you start hijab, the better, but you know, everyone has their struggles and stuff, and that's totally understandable. We're all human at the end of the day. But if you have the right intention and you continue to educate yourself, you try your best, Allah will surely make it easy for you, just as He made it easy for me.
My hijab empowers me, and I'm proud to show that I'm Muslim. Because when I wear it, everyone knows I'm Muslim, so I'm proud to show it. So it's my crown. It's like my daily crown.
May Allah give us all the strength, the faith, the confidence, and the trust in Him to be able to fulfill all His commandments. May He help us through all our struggles and hardships. May He surround us with the best form of company.
I hope that Allah SWT makes it easy for you. My advice to you is that don't let anyone bring you down. Don't listen to anybody. Just do what you think is right. Put your full trust, entire trust in Allah SWT, and just take that step. Take that first step, and I promise you Allah SWT will help you take the rest of the steps in the right direction.
Ameen. Say Ameen. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys loved my friends. I hope you guys, found this video beneficial to you, hopeful to you, or at least put a smile on your face. Jazakallah khair for watching. Inshallah, I will see you next time. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Jazakallah kind of rude for having me. I hope you guys loved my hijab story. Love it.
Arub, I am honored that you wanted me to be part of your channel. So, lots of love from my heart. Bye-bye. Assalamu alaikum.